Hello, my peeps. It is Motivational Monday. This is your girl, Charmaine. Hi. How are you doing? Yes, today's Monday. It's not Bah Humbug Monday, it is Motivational Monday. So if you're joining me for the first and you're on my YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you are on my TikTok, you know what to do. Thank you for joining. And also my Facebook peeps. Hello. So, yes, we are talking today about the value of mentorship. Sit back and think, have you ever had a mentor? And if you had, how was it for you having a mentor? Was it hard? Did the mentor tell you all that you had to do, what they wanted you to do? Or did they really mentor you, gave you suggestions, and watch you execute the suggestions that they gave you? Because some people will have mentors and it's disastrous. Literally disaster having a mentor. So my question to you is, do you value having a mentor? And if you do, what do you think about having a mentor? And have you had a mentor that actually impacted your life? Because for me, I value mentorship because I don't want to be the person in the room that knows it all, or I don't want to be the smartest person in the room, if that makes sense. So I welcome having a mentor. And I've had so much mentors in my life. For each journey in my careers and each stage in my life, I've had a mentor. And a mentor that was very impactful. I remember when I started my very first career in law enforcement, my mentor was my first, I say real sergeant, not training sergeant, but my first real sergeant when I was on shift. And he was so knowledgeable. He was awesome. He was a real mentor. And there are things that he said to me then that still, you know, resonates with me now. And I always keep it at the forefront of my mind, always. And I live by it. I live by it not only from my previous law enforcement career, but I live by it my everyday life. He was such a humble man. He's a humble man, but he was so knowledgeable. And he imparted so much in me. And he was one of the persons who I believe allowed me to develop into the person I am now. And like I say, I would never, he's still here with us, but I'll never forget this sergeant. He was just beyond. He sat me down as a young recruit, not only young in the service, but also young in life. Because when I started my first career when I started law enforcement, I wasn't even an adult yet. So that tells you how young it was. But when I graduated from training school, I had just became an adult. And I've learned so much from this man. Like I say, even today, I still live by his advice, his teachings. And that was in my law enforcement days. Then when I transitioned now into enforcement, but on a softer scale, I had another mentor. And can I tell you something? Your mentor doesn't have to be older than you. So get out of your head from now. Your mentor does not have to be older than you. They can be younger than you, but they have the experience. And my second mentor, he's amazing. And he has taught me so much. He has taught me so much about life in general. He has taught me about when I was doing that particular position. He has taught me a lot. And now that I have transitioned into this role that I'm doing now, which is I'm a total civilian now. I was very fortunate to have my second mentor to still be there to mentor me. And yes, it's on a different level, different profession, but he's still there and he's still giving me, solid advice. He's still giving me solid advice, which is so awesome. And I value mentorship because what we often do, we find ourselves, we will go into a profession and we believe that, oh, I know it, this is a breeze, I know it. But when you're on the outside looking in, that is the biggest misconception. When you actually go inside and see what's happening, you realize, probably I don't know it all, probably I need some help. And then don't make pride, don't give you that opportunity to ask for help, because that's what happened with a lot of us. Pride steps in, and because we believe, oh, I don't need to ask that person for anything, you don't ask for the help that you actually need. So don't make that happen to you. Don't let pride deprive you of getting that mentorship. And funny enough, two of my mentors that was so profound in my life are male. I do have a female mentor that I watched from a distance, and I emulate the parts of her life that I took, and I want to be like that in that particular aspect of her life. I took it. My biggest mentor is my mom, because one thing she had said to me, there is nothing in this world that you can't do. And to this day, I believe it. To this day, I accept it. And to this day, I practice it. That there is nothing in this world that I can't do. So think about it. Do you value mentorship? And if you do and you had a mentor, has a mentor impacted your life? And how did they impact your life? And can I go a step further and say, if they have, tell them. Tell that mentor, I value you and you impacted my life. Because the person won't know what kind of impact you have until you tell them. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents for this evening. So, have a good evening. I will be talking tomorrow.